Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the chapter System of Particles and Rotation. In this chapter, already I uploaded 4 video lectures. So please watch the previous lectures. In that lectures, I discussed details about center of mass and position of center of mass, and in two-dimension system how to calculate center of mass, in three-dimension system how to calculate center of mass, position vector of center of mass, velocity of center of mass, and acceleration of center of mass. These are all I discussed in previous lecture. Please watch that previous lectures. So now today I am going to start the most important concept. This is very important for the solving numericals in competitive exams like a NEET and JEE. So please follow the lectures till the end. Definitely you will get a clear idea about this lecture. So now I start with today we discuss first one, thin rectangular sheet. Thin rectangular sheet. So this is a sheet. In this one, this is an axis. We consider an axis. This is rotated like this, angular velocity omega. Okay. The axis passing through center of mass, and perpendicular to breadth, the moment of inertia, of the axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to breadth, I is equal to 0. Next, so this is thin rectangular sheet. That's why moment of inertia is equal to 0. So now the moment of inertia about an axis coincide with breadth of thin rectangular sheet, I is equal to, so this is rotated like this. Okay, I is equal to ml square by 3. Okay, so this is rectangular sheet, the two thin rectangular sheet we discussed. So now second geometrical figure. Rectangular plate. So this is I1, I2, next this is I3, next this is I4, right. 1. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass, and perpendicular to length of a rectangular plate. I1 is equal to mb square by 12. mb square by 12. Next, moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to breadth of rectangular plate. That is equal to I2 is equal to ml square by 12. ml square by 12. Okay. Dear student, here small thing. Here perpendicular to length. So that's why we consider here L. ml square by 12. Here perpendicular to breadth. That's why I consider is mb square by 12. This is very important. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to length is called I1 is equal to ml square by 12. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to breadth of rectangular plate. I2 is equal to mb square by 12. Okay. So next. So here for the two axes completed, next I3 and I4. For the axis I3 and I4 discuss now. We will discuss now. Moment of inertia about an axis coincide with breadth of rectangular plate. Breadth of rectangular plate, that is I3 is equal to ml square by 3. Next, moment of inertia about an axis coincide with length of rectangular plate. Length of rectangular plate. I4 is equal to mb square by 3. Here L is equal to length of rectangular plate, B is equal to breadth of rectangular plate. Length of rectangular plate and breadth of rectangular plate. Okay, so this is very important. So if you draw for this figure like this also, for your understanding, where is I3? This is I3 na? This is I3 for this understanding purpose. This is I3 about an axis. And for this, for your understanding purpose, where is I4? This is I4. For this an axis, this is I4. Okay, so this is I4. Coincide with the length. Next, so this is I4. Next, rectangular plate is finished. Circular ring. Circular ring. Next one is circular ring. Third one, circular ring. Circular ring. Circular ring. Okay. Circular ring. One. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of passing through center of mass and perpendicular to plane of circular ring. Plane of circular ring. So this is angular velocity omega for this one. Okay, so this is we indicate with I is equal to mr square. I is equal to mr square. I is equal to mr square. So this is first one. Next, case 2. case 2, case 2, case 2, moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and coincide its diameter. Coincide its diameter. Okay. So now for this one, omega, angular velocity omega. So now for this one, moment of inertia I is equal to mr square by 2. mr square by 2. Next, case 3. Case 3. Next, case 3. Passing through center of mass and this one. ICM, center of mass, is equal to mr square. So this is Ix, I consider as Ix. Okay. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through x axis, passing through tangent to circle and parallel to axis passing through center of mass. So then Ix is equal to ICM plus mr square. So this distance is d. Okay. Distance is d. So then Ix is equal to, from parallel axis theorem, from parallel axis theorem, Ix is equal to ICM means mr square plus m into r means here d square. Okay, r means here d square. Okay, if you consider this distance is r, if for example if distance is r, if this distance is r, again we write here mr square plus mr square. For example, this distance is d, we write here d square. Okay, so next, if I consider this distance is a d, okay, ICM plus md square, d is equal to distance between two parallel axes. So this d is equal to here r. Okay, so from this Ix is equal to ICM means mr square and m into r square, we got 2mr square. Ix is equal to. So this is case 3. Next we will consider case 4. 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 So this is an axis and this is ICM is equal to mr square by 2. So this distance is d is equal to r. Okay. Then this is I will consider as some iy. This I will consider as moment of inertia about an axis passing tangent to circle and parallel to axis passing through center of mass, passing through diameter and center of mass. D is equal to distance between parallel axis. So then we got here Ix. So here Iy is equal to ICM plus MD square. Here Iy is equal to mr square by 2. This is mr square by 2 plus mr square. Then we got 2 mr square plus mr square, 3 mr square, 3 mr square, 3 mr square by 2, 3 mr square by 2, 3 mr square by 2. So what is here we got here 3 mr square by 2. This Iy value we got 3 mr square by 2. Moment of inertia passing through tangent to the circle and perpendicular parallel to the axis which is passing through the center, that is 3 mr square by 2. Next, circular disc. If we consider circular disc, fourth one, circular disc is over, and now circular ring is over circular disc. Okay, so for the circular disc, mass is inside circle. A matter is inside circle. Okay, so now, okay, so this is case 1. Here omega means angular velocity. Here omega means angular velocity. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to plane of circular disc. I is equal to mr square by 2. This is case 1. Next, second diagram. Case 2. Next, case 2. Axis passing through diameter. Okay, so moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and coincides diameter of circular disc. So this is we got mr square by 4. So this is second case. Next, case 2. This is Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass. Passing through center of mass. This is center of mass. This is center of mass. Passing through center of mass and coincide the diameter of circular disc. I is equal to mr square by 4. I is equal to mr square by 4. What you observe from this? Whenever we change the axis of rotation, then definitely moment of inertia is changes. This is circular disc. So next case 3. Next case 3. Case 3. Case 3. This is 1 and this is another. This is the distance between this. D is equal to R, I consider. This is ICM. This is equal to mr square by 2. Mr square by 2. This is some Ix. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass. Axis passing through tangent to the passing tangent to the circular disc, circular disc and parallel to axis passing through center of mass, okay, that is Ix is equal to ICM plus md square. Here d is equal to distance between two parallel axes. Distance between two parallel axes. From this, ICM is equal to mr square by 2 and md square means m into r square. This is Ix. So from this, Ix is equal to, we got 3 mr square by 2. 3 mr square by 2. Okay, so this is a third case, case 3. Next we'll discuss case 4. Next we will discuss case 4. Case 4. This is case 4. Case 4. ICM is equal to mr square by 4. Then this we consider as some Ix or Iy, whatever it may be. I consider Iy. So this is Iy. Moment of inertia about an axis passing tangent to the circular disc and parallel to axis through center of mass. Axis passing through center of mass and diameter. So that is Iy is equal to Cm plus md square. ICM means mr square by 4 plus m into r square, from this 5 mr square by 4. So Iy is equal to 5 mr square by 4. So this is case 4. Iy is equal to 5 mr square by 4. So next we will discuss hollow sphere. Hollow sphere, and after that solid sphere we discuss. Okay, hollow sphere, solid sphere, and after that hollow cylinder and solid cylinder we discuss. Next, fifth one, hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder. So hollow cylinder means this is we consider as a cylinder like this. Okay. Case 1. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through its own axis and passing through an axis and center of mass, passing through one axis and center of mass. This is center of mass already. So if it is rotated like this, angular velocity, here omega is equal to angular velocity. Moment of inertia for this one. Moment of inertia I is equal to, for this one, moment of inertia I is equal to hollow sphere, that is hollow cylinder is mr square. Hollow cylinder is mr square. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through its own axis, and this is center of mass passing through the axis and its center of mass and its center of mass. Center of mass I is equal to, that is I is equal to mr square. Next we will discuss case 2. Case 2. Case 2. Second case. So this is an axis, center of mass this is. Okay, so this is rotated like this. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass, and perpendicular to plane or length of cylinder, length of hollow cylinder, that is equal to cylinder, that is I is equal to mr square, m into r square by 2 plus l square by 12. m into r square by 2 plus l square by 12. So this is very important. R square by 2 plus l square by 12. So this is hollow cylinder. Case 2. Next we'll discuss fifth one, solid cylinder. Sixth one, solid cylinder. Sixth one is solid cylinder. Solid cylinder is also solid cylinder. Matter is inside cylinder. It is called solid cylinder. So if you consider this is a cylinder, okay, so this is an axis, okay, and rotated with the omega. So one, the moment of inertia, moment of inertia, moment of inertia. So this is an axis. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through its own axis, and its center of mass of solid cylinder. Center of mass of solid cylinder, that is I is equal to mr square by 2. That is mr square by 2. So this is case 1. Next we will discuss case 2. So next we will discuss case 2. So now we will discuss case 2. This is angular velocity omega. Moment of inertia about an axis passing through its passing through center of mass and second case, and perpendicular to plane of solid cylinder. That is I is equal to m into r square by 4 plus l square by 12. So this is very important. So the axis of rotation changes, moment of inertia is changes. So for solid cylinder completed. Next hollow sphere. Seventh one is hollow sphere. Seventh one, hollow sphere. Hollow sphere. Is it or not? We consider hollow sphere. For this hollow sphere, this is very important. Okay, so if you rotate it like this, so hollow sphere. Moment of inertia about an axis. This is this one passing through center and center of mass. This is center of mass or not? Passing through center of mass and perpendicular to plane of hollow sphere. That is I is equal to 2 by 3 into mr square. 2 by 3 into mr square. Here r is the radius. Here r is the radius of solid sphere. Hollow sphere. Next, this is case 1. Case 1. This is about case 1, hollow sphere. If we consider if we consider case 2, for case 2, I will consider this is an axis. Okay. If I consider this axis, this is I consider as Ix. This is ICM. ICM is equal to, we got 2 by 3 into mr square already. So now moment of inertia about an axis passing tangent to hollow sphere and tangent to hollow sphere and parallel to axis passing through center of mass. So this is very important. So for this one, I is equal to, from parallel axis theorem, this is the Ix. We need to find this one. From parallel axis theorem, Ix is equal to ICM plus md square. This is a d. ICM plus md square. ICM means 2 by 3 into mr square, m into this d is equal to, I consider as r. If r square, d is equal to distance between two parallel axes. So d is equal to distance between two parallel axes. So from this we got 5 mr square by 3. 5 mr square by 3. So this is case 2 in hollow sphere. Next we will discuss solid sphere. Next we will discuss about solid sphere. Eighth one, solid sphere. Eighth one, solid sphere. Matter is inside sphere. Matter is inside sphere. Solid sphere. For solid sphere, this is ICM, this is center of mass, omega case 1, omega means angular velocity. Now, moment of inertia about an axis an axis passing through center of mass, axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to plane of